In a moment that has stirred intense public reaction, embattled comedian Bill Cosby has spoken out about the heartbreaking death of The Cosby Show star Malcolm-Jamal Warner, drawing a deeply personal and emotional comparison to the tragic murder of his own son, Ennis Cosby. The sudden drowning death of Warner, who played Theo Huxtable, the beloved son of Cosby's iconic TV character Cliff Huxtable, has sent shockwaves through fans of the long-running sitcom, many of whom watched Warner grow up on screen during the 1980s and early 90s. Cosby, now 87, and rarely seen in public since his release from prison in 2021, broke his silence in a somber statement reflecting on Warner's passing. "This pain, this hurt, it's a wound I've felt before," Cosby said. "When I lost Ennis, it felt like the whole world had gone dark. And now, to hear that Malcolm-Jamal is gone, it's like losing another son. Everybody's leaving. It's like the people who knew who I really was are all going one by one." A deep personal connection, Cosby and Warner shared a bond that extended far beyond the screen. Though Warner was not biologically related to Cosby, their on-set chemistry and off-screen mentorship forged a relationship that many described as father and son. Cosby was reportedly instrumental in guiding Warner's early career, even encouraging him to direct and pursue music, passions that Warner followed long after The Cosby Show ended. Warner's body was recovered after an apparent drowning at a private lake residence in upstate New York. The actor, 54, had reportedly been spending a quiet weekend with close friends. Authorities have not indicated any signs of foul play, and toxicology results are still pending. The ghost of Ennis Cosby's statement brought up a painful chapter of his own life: the murder of his only son, Ennis Cosby, in 1997. Ennis was shot during an attempted robbery while changing a flat tire in Los Angeles. He was only 27. That crime devastated the Cosby family, and at the time, Bill Cosby described it as a wound that will never heal. Now, nearly 3 decades later, Cosby once again finds himself grappling with unimaginable loss. "There's something cruel about outliving your children, real or chosen," Cosby reflected. "I never imagined I'd have to bury 2 sons in one lifetime." Fan outpouring and collective mourning. Social media has erupted with messages of mourning and disbelief from fans who grew up watching Warner as Theo. His role represented the Every Kids, sibling rivalries, and teen drama, all while being part of a trailblazing show that centered on a successful black family. "Malcolm-Jamal Warner was part of my childhood," one fan tweeted. "Theo Huxtable was the big brother. I can't believe he's gone." Others pointed to the eerie timing and connections between Cosby's real and fictional families. "It's like life imitating art in the most tragic way," one post read. "Cosby lost a son to violence, and now a second one to nature. Heartbreaking. A complicated legacy." Cosby's comments come at a time when his legacy remains deeply fractured. Once hailed as America's dad, his career was effectively dismantled following more than 60 allegations of sexual assault, though his 2018 conviction was overturned by the Pennsylvania Supreme Court due to a procedural issue. The accusations continue to cloud public perception. Even so, Cosby's words about Warner struck many as unexpectedly raw and deeply human. The irony was not lost on observers. A man whose moral authority has been widely discredited, publicly grieving the loss of someone so closely tied to his wholesome television persona. "We may disagree on who Bill Cosby is today," wrote one journalist, "but there's no denying that this loss, both Warner's and Ennis's, is a profound human tragedy." Looking ahead, as fans continue to process Warner's death and Cosby's emotional tribute, questions linger about how The Cosby Show cast, many of whom have distanced themselves from the disgraced comedian, will respond. No official statements have yet been released from other major cast members, including Felicia Rashad or Tempest Bledsoe. In the meantime, Cosby's brief but haunting message serves as a reminder of both the passage of time and the fragility of legacy. "I look around now," he concluded, "and so many faces are gone. So many laughs, so many memories. Everybody's leaving."